The spread of the COVID-19 has made people decrease their travels, and it is making a positive impact on our climate.
Music is also making a positive impact on the Slippery Rock community, as the SRU Early Childhood and Elementary Music Department begin to bring music to our homes. I'm Joshua Peters.
And I'm Samantha Amato, and you're listening to The Rock Talk, news brought to you by the SRU Rock Media.
Stay up to date with WSR-YOU-TV and The Rocket as we journey through the quarantine together.
The tuition and financial aid proposal at Slippery Rock has been suspended. President Barry announced during the University Program Board's live stream Monday night. Barry said the proposal entailed an increase of 1.3% to the average bill of a resident over 3 years. In addition, Slippery Rock planned to invest over $7.6 million in financial aid. The proposal, which the Council of Trustees voted to advance to the Board of Governors in February, would have taken effect in the 2020-21 school year and 2021-22 academic year.
For safety reasons for all the Slippery Rock University community, Chancellor Daniel Greenstein announced an extension of the temporary suspension of face-to-face classes. In response, President Barry announced in an email to the students that all summer classes this year will be delivered through distance learning.
In times like this, it is sometimes hard to find the good among the bad. Dr. Julie Snow, a professor of geography, geology, and the environment, might have an ounce of good news for us. Dr. Snow said energy usage is the largest contributor to global climate change. Travel has been so limited in the United States and internationally that the carbon production has also decreased. She said there has been a noticeable reduction in air pollution in many of the largest cities around the world. According to NASA, nitrogen dioxide levels have dropped 30% since the outbreak of the coronavirus. Reduction in nitrogen dioxide pollution was first apparent near Wuhan, China, but is now decreasing across the world. Dr. Snow also said that with this short-term positive impact on our climate, it may cause an increase in infectious diseases such as Zika, malaria, and dengue fever in our future. However, Snow believes the biggest health crisis facing the world today is indeed climate change, and hopes our world is better prepared for that than they were for COVID-19.
Spring athletes are taking a hard hit this season with having to deal with the cancellation of their entire outdoor season, especially Slippery Rock's track and field team. This year, they were supposed to have one of the largest amount of seniors in rock athletics. Distance runner Katie Profit expressed her disappointment at not being able to improve upon her numbers during her senior season. Katie will be returning to SRU for grad school and hopes to return for another season. Thrower Abby Way will continue to train and stay in competition shape with a possibility to return in May for an inter-squad meet. Rocky correspondent Erin Mary asked Abby how she was feeling towards missing her senior season.
I think the hardest part is coming home for spring break and realizing we're not going back, that things aren't going to be changing for a while, and kind of reminiscing and looking through pictures of all the last moments there. And then it was hard enough to lose my senior season, but it was even harder to know that I won't be walking across the stage with all of my classmates for graduation. So it was definitely a couple of hard blows all coming in like the span of 1 week. So we're kind of lucky that the university announced that it'll just be postponed, not canceled. So hopefully one day they kind of gave us hope that one day we'll all be able to return and graduate together.
Hurdler Gunnar Coleman made the decision to rest during indoor track season and did not get to compete in those competitions, resting up for the outdoor season that now will not be starting. He will also be returning as a grad student and hopes to return for another season. Athletes like Casey Rabel and Kyle Edgar will be ending their track and field careers with Slippery Rock sooner than expected. Casey was student teaching over spring break and did not get to participate with the team at Myrtle Beach. She hopes to coach in her future, but sadly, this will be the end of her rock career. Kyle, however, did run in the indoor championships with an injury at his final race of his rock career. Kyle will be continuing his education in North Carolina for grad school and hopes to run for them.
Track and field seem to have an endless amount of seniors, but that is not the case for softball. Lone senior Alexa Guglielmino continues being positive through everything. Coming into her senior season, her father was diagnosed with cancer, and she has to decide whether or not she wants to come back to SRU for her 5th season of eligibility. Earlier in the year, Alexa was on the late night with Scott Van Pelt on ESPN in hopes that her appearance will bring awareness that regardless of the situation of what you are going through, you can handle it with grace.
Players are not the only ones having their seasons come to an early end. Longtime field hockey coach Julie Sweeney will be stepping down from her post at the end of May. Sweeney's husband will be starting a new job in Virginia, which is the sole reason for her stepping down. Sweeney was not only known at SRU for coaching seasons of long, unexperienced success for rock field hockey, but also had the highest GPA team every season across the nation.
A new initiative started this week that was brought to the table by the SRU Early Childhood and Elementary Music Department. Cassandra Eisenreich, an assistant professor of music education and flute, wanted to provide weekly opportunities for children who should usually attend the Make Music class to tune in. Classes will run Monday through Friday, every day at 10 a.m. Students will virtually teach and share music with children, and they will experience different music topics every day. Eisenreich said that her students usually reach around 90 to 100 kids a week. You can learn more about them on their Facebook page, SRU Early Childhood and Elementary Music.
If you are in the need of your student success coach, then you are in luck. They have added a Book Me link to the Student Success Coach page on the Slippery Rock website to make it easier for students to book a virtual session with them. The coaches have also compiled and shared multiple tips to help navigate the online learning with different learning styles. Some of these tips were creating a study space, devoting consistent time for class, and making a daily to-do list. The success coaches encourage students to reach out with any questions or concerns about this transition of online learning. And that is all from us on this Friday, April 3rd. I'm Joshua Peters. Be sure to stay up to date with us all week on our Facebook page and theonlinerocket.com.
Stay healthy and stay safe as we journey through the quarantine together.